Hello everyone and welcome back to another video here on Gtech. It's your host, Sweden OPPP here again, and today we're back on Photoshop. Yay! No, but today I'm gonna do another tutorial on how to do a 3D text nature background thing, or at least the thing you see here. You see like the text like that, and like how everything looks cool and stuff, and yeah, effects and nature editing. So I guess we're just gonna get right into this. So what we're gonna do first is gonna create a new layer, and we're gonna have it 1280 by 720, which is the thumbnail size. And then we're gonna have 16-bit RGB colors, 72 resolution. You can just copy whatever is here if you don't have the same. Click create, and we have a layer. Alright, cool. First of all, we're gonna delete that white layer. What we're gonna start first thing, or what we're gonna first start with, is this text. Now this text isn't just like a normal text like that everyone else would think it is. It's more of like it's more a 3D text. Well, it says 3D, so it's pretty much self-explanatory, but okay, let's get into this. So what we're gonna do first is we're just gonna take the text tool. For this video I'm gonna write 3D with this Fortnite font. You can choose whatever font you want, but I'm gonna choose this one, and yeah, that looks pretty cool. Alright, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go to 3D, gonna go to new 3D extrusion from select layer. Click that, and it says you want to switch to 3D workspace. Yes, we want to do. And now you see you have a new workspace and everything, and it looks pretty dope, and you get this 3D text. Alright. So what we have here is 3D text, as I said. Now we're gonna mess around with this a little bit. The first thing we want to do is we're gonna go to current view down here, and we're gonna wrong tool. We're gonna try to zoom in on this, so we have a little bit bigger like this. So now we know pretty much what we're doing. And by the way, why you can see some pixels and stuff is because my PC graphics card is literally shit. You might not have pixelated as me, but I don't know, I'm gonna work with this anyways. So here I have my text. What I'm gonna do now is I want to change the color of it. So I'm gonna go to the text 3D. This is the text layer, and inside here we have a lot of materials. I'm gonna go to front inflection, which is this front part of the whole design, if you understand. And what I'm gonna do here is that I'm gonna select one of the presets, which is this one. Gives me a nice blue color, and I kind of like that, so I'm gonna use that. So now you see we have this nice blue color. Alright, cool. Now we're gonna go to 3D extrusion material. Go here, go to diffuse, select the color red, the brightest one that you can get. Now this is why, because as you see, it's like color shifting and stuff, and it looks kind of ugly in one way, but that is because of the infinite light we have. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna change the infinite light a little bit so we don't lose the whole design color. We're gonna try to make the shadows of the design not appear very weird. So I think that looks pretty decent. Yeah, that's pretty much what we're going for. Looks kinda the same like this, but it's gonna look different when we come later into the video. What I'll do now is that I'm gonna go to channels, no, layers I mean, sorry. And what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna open a picture file. So this image is what we're gonna use for the design. You can see here, if you want this image, I'll drop a link to this, or actually I'll drop the PDF file of the finished design with a link, and here you can find this this background that we're gonna use. So what we're gonna do now, drag this over to this layer, ta-da, press yes, alright, we have it there, drag it to the bottom, and rescale it a bit so it fits to the image pretty good. Let's see. Yeah, that should be about it, how I want it to be. Yep, it is. Alright, so now we're pretty much done with the main parts or the sources that we're gonna use. So what I'm gonna do now is that I'm gonna duplicate this and gonna hide this one. Gonna do like this, group this, because if we need, we can go back to the editing, but I'm gonna convert this layer into, or rasterize this layer to a normal 2D layer. So now this is a 2D layer and we want to get into the 3D workspace. But what we're gonna do now is that we're gonna go to Window, Workspace, and Default, or whatever you have on default. I don't know what you have on default, but you're gonna use your default workspace. So now we're back to the default workspace and not 3D workspace, which is good. And what I'm gonna do now is pretty much I'm gonna rescale this a bit. And guys, I just forgot a thing. So this is why we need the 3D layer still. So what we're gonna do with this 3D layer is we're gonna have to fix that a bit. Go to Window, 3D workspace. No, can we get 3D workspace? Yeah, we're on 3D workspace now. Alright, what you want to do is we want to tilt this a little bit, or actually, yeah, tilt it a little bit. Just tilt it like a bit, not too much. Then if we go to workspace, we go to 3D. Alright, go to 3D here again. Now we have tilted it a bit, but we need to, you see that this, it's a long like back layer of this, or what you call it. We're gonna try to make that smaller. So what we're gonna do now is I'm gonna go to the text. I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna make it a lot smaller. Like that looks good. What we're gonna do now is that we're gonna tilt it a little bit like that, just so we kind of get it to I don't know really what to call it, but we want it to tilt a little bit because it's gonna fit there, and then it fits better in the background. So now again, do the same thing, rasterize the layer, and just try to move this a bit, rescale it, and scale it down to like, yeah, around there. That is pretty much the same place, I'm pretty sure. And now we have the 3D text there, but this doesn't look anyway like it should do. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to Window, Workspace, Default Workspace again. Alright, now we're on Photoshop Workspace. And what I want the text to be in the background like this. I want it to be behind the mountains. So how we're gonna do that is, this is the complicated part, but it isn't really super hard either. So it's we're pretty much okay with that. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna copy this layer, go to channels, we're gonna select the blue channel, and you see here it makes the color of like the the sky a bit easier to auto select with the auto select tool. But we're not done here. What we're gonna do now is we're gonna go to image, no, edit. We're gonna go we're gonna try to find the curves. Sorry, I'm not the smartest one with Photoshop. So we're gonna go to curves. Alright. You wanna change the dark, put it in close to the middle. Want to change the white, pretty close to the middle also. And what you want to do is you want to get like to separate the sky with the mountains. So this looks really ugly and all, but don't worry about it, that's not going to be a problem. Now we go back to the layers. As you can see here, we can easily now select the sky, just like that. Now we have selected the whole sky. We're gonna go back to the curves. Put this shit. We've done this wrong. We want this to be the normal layer, but that's not going good. I think this is the normal layer. Yeah. Alright, this is still saved. Don't worry about it. Anyways, now we have this selected layer. What we're gonna do now is that we're gonna alright, here we go. We're gonna duplicate this layer. Duplicate it. Alright. Go back to this layer. Delete the sky there. Now it might look like we didn't delete anything, but in fact we deleted the whole sky like that, which is pretty neat. So we're going back to the text. Here we go. We have it there. Alright, cool. Drag this over that. Drag this right there. Now you see it's underneath the mountains, or behind the mountains, or what you call it. And now just add the sky back like that, and now you have the text under, like, behind the mountains, and that's pretty cool. We pretty much have all the stuff we need, and the main design is done. What we're gonna do now is we're just gonna go ahead and add some color corrections, and I'm not gonna do the tutorial for this, how to add the color corrections, but what I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna link this PDF file so you can get this and you can do like all the color corrections so it looks good like this. So we're gonna go here into our edit file. We're gonna go into our custom made CC, drag this CC over to this. Now I'm gonna have this over that, and now it makes a lot more difference, like once again. Group this together, make a copy of that, Control E, or rasterize the layer. And now you see we have this design, but it still doesn't look like this, which is fine, but it's close to looking like that. Now this part might not work for everyone. What I'm using here is a paid service or add-on, which is called Magic Bullet Looks, and this pretty much adds special effects. You can look up on YouTube how to get this and stuff, and yeah, you do whatever, but I would recommend you to buy this program. So I'm gonna go here, go to looks. Now just run over a quick quick show of the settings. I'm just gonna go over each and every layer here, so you can just copy how it looks. You can see how this looks. Here's that. Now this is how this looks. You can try to go for that. You just gotta put in the same settings. Like that. This. 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 And this. So that was pretty much for one that uses this magic bullet effect, so they know what settings to copy. Now you gotta pause through the video to get the settings, but yeah, you know how to do it. But click finish, and there we go. We're done with the design, and that's pretty much how you do this cool looking design for your own. Now you could you could go with any text and any picture and like do the same stuff as I did and try to make it look good and mess around with stuff and whatever, but this is just a quick tutorial on how to do this type of design. And thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.